we had
Oh my goodness.
one crazy study. It started with a
somebody
slap.
said jabroni.
And then it went down.
And then everyone turned into a WWE star.
Everyone's doing punches, Stone Cold Stunner, choke slams, all of that.
And
right?
somebody brought out a table.
So a table came out of nowhere. So we like, yo, let's
Royal Rumble.
Yo, Royal Rumble through the table. So all of a sudden, I don't know why, I go, yo, I'm jumping on the table. So I took Rail, right? We fighting. He playing around with it. I threw Buddy on the table.
Hey, yo. Got him back! Yeah!
We here.
Yes, sir.
This is the XenHouse podcast.
Dang.
Episode 29.
We rolling. We moving, boy.
Nines.
It's your boy Dez, the one and only.
It's your boy A. Joe. Here.
And Ross B. I'm coming back, yo. I'm coming back, fellas.
Coming back from where?
I'm coming back.
Back to his B2K bullshit.
I gotta bring it back for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
What you doing?
That's what he did.
That's what he just did. That's what he just did. What is this? We going back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. He's a different person every time.
Make it make
Barry
sense,
Bertrand, yo.
Hey, so today we're going to talk about a trip down memory lane. What we're going to talk about in particular are high school football days, some of the funny stories, some of the teachable moments we all had.
Yeah,
we got some memories, boy.
It definitely molded us into what we are today. You know what I mean?
True.
Being able to handle the jokes and, you know, it cuts deep. But
started back
a lot
then.
of good things.
Yep. I started
A
back
lot
then,
of jokes.
and a lot of the things that happened to us, we still, like some of the nicknames still apply today,
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
which is crazy.
Doo-doo.
So,
Doo-doo.
R.O.
R.O., Doodoo.
Rossi.
Ross, come on, man. See, this guy taking it too far now.
Extra S's and stuff. What we used to call this dude?
Nothing.
What they used to call him?
Nothing. Hey, Joe.
They ain't call you no
Hey,
name.
Joe.
Damn, somebody I feel like had a nickname from. I
Yeah,
can't
something.
remember.
He was born. Alex Joseph. Joe was born. That's what
Boring.
happened. When you don't get a nickname, you're born.
Yo, chill, yo.
So I'll start first. Doodoo was my nickname.
Let's tell the people how Doodoo came about.
So, Doodoo, if you met me in the last 5 years, even 10 years, you know why they call me.
We always talking about Doodoo.
If you looking for me like, damn, where Dez? You know I'm in the bathroom.
Taking the shit.
You know I'm in the bathroom.
He in the bathroom taking the shit.
Hey, we all do it, right? So freshman year, I play running back and I play corner, and I'm running the rock. You know, one of the best running the rock. You know,
There was a lot of running backs.
There was a lot
Stamford
of
High.
one of the best. I said, okay. Anyways, I go, Coach, I gotta use the bathroom. Please, please. He said, all right, go. I run to the bathroom, and I take 20 minutes easily, dump it. I come out. He's like, where the fuck were you? I was like, Coach, I went to the bathroom. He said, you're Doodoo. That's how it started. You're Doodoo. That's your name. You're Doodoo.
Nah, you got to describe him though. Like,
All right, so Coach Kel. Shout out to Coach Kel.
Yeah,
Coach Kel, the homie.
Coach Kel has been the freshman football coach since
1920.
2025.
Way before we were there.
Way before
Had
that.
the same energy, had the
Same
same
energy.
hernia for mad long.
Yep. Same
The
stash.
same
Yo,
stash.
he kind of like resembles like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes, he does.
He's
Like
a
a shorter
miniature
version.
Stone
He's
Cold
a
Steve
mini
Austin.
Stone Cold, like facial.
Kel,
he
you
look
the
like
miniature Stone Cold. Yeah,
That's
that's
And
what
he
I'm
has the
saying.
same type of
Like mannerisms.
personality.
Fight dirty,
he's
too.
turned up, yeah. So that's the coach we had, and he was older when we were freshmen, and he was like, fucking Doodoo, you're Doodoo, right? That's your name. Ever since then, Doodoo.
Everything's
When
been
he's
Doodoo.
calling me, Doodoo, you running toss right, Doodoo, to Doodoo, Doodoo. I was like, hey,
Nah,
That's your name, yo.
to this
It
day,
is what it is.
you still taking doodles at 4 a.m. by yourself
still
here.
dumping Dez.
15
There's people that
minutes.
I haven't seen from high school, and they'll be like, oh, Doodoo. I don't get, I'm not offended. That's who I am.
It's a part of who you are, dog.
I take
You know
notes,
what I'm
yo.
I think everybody does.
Everybody does. How'd you get RO? How RO come
Well, it was from, I don't know, should we talk about? Yeah, Coach Smitty was like, it might have been our sophomore year, I think he came in, and he was like supposedly gonna be the best DB coach, right, that we ever had. You know, I played DB,
ATC.
he played DB, you see what I'm saying? So like, I remember we started doing back pedals, and I was so tight in my back pedal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't relate. I was so tight in my back pedal, right, and smooth. He said, all right, RO. So then ever since,
that was the first time hearing
that was the first time ever.
Tight
He was
in his
like,
back
come
pedal.
on,
We got
RO.
film. We're gonna see what that back pedal look like.
Yeah. He was like, all right.
Hey, remember this moment? We're gonna cut and edit. We're gonna see what back pedal he's talking about.
We're gonna see how everybody's back pedal looks. Where was Alex?
Well, it was Alex.
He was supposed to be the safety.
I was the other side,
He was
helping
hurt.
motherfuckers
Look,
out.
he was hurt on the
On the
sideline.
other side, helping motherfuckers out. Shit. No nickname for me, y'all. I'm just him. I've been him. I am him. Look, I'm him.
Now he's getting crazy. I'm just thinking like, you guys were introduced to Jones, Kevin Jones, who was our head coach before me because I'm a year younger. So let's talk about Jones and some of the things that happened involving him. When he came in, how did he greet all you guys?
Well, I had a relationship with him already because I did Horizons. So I knew him as Kevin at the time. Because at the camp, you don't call by Jones. They did first name basis. It was cool, chill camp. Shout out to Horizons. Send your kids there. New Canaan Country Day School. But I remember freshman year, after being with Kevin, I'm gonna call him Kevin right now.
You could do it now.
Yeah, I could do it now, Kev, little ass calves.
Dude sucking.
So I remember freshman year, we in the weight room, people were squatting, I think we were testing or whatever, and I'm like, Kevin, look, I'm squatting, Kevin, I'm squatting.
Oh, this is when we were in the school gym.
Yeah, in the school gym, and I kept saying, Kevin, yo, I saw a different Kevin that day.
That was
That was the first day I met Coach Jones. This motherfucker chewed me out. He said, don't you motherfucking call me Kevin. We're not at that fucking bullshit summer camp.
He sound just like
Just
that,
like that. And I'm like, I look at him, I'm confused. Like, this motherfucker talking to me?
I remember
I was
this.
in shock.
I remember this.
His face turned red. He's fucking
He probably
spitting
had a
and
lip. Yeah, he probably had a lip spitting everywhere.
Motherfucking Sally ass, bitch ass, you don't fucking call me Kevin Jones. You understand that? I said, yes, sir, yes, sir. Shout out to the Army boys teaching me how to do this shit right. Feel me? Malcolm, I see you. But yeah, that was my first interaction with real Kevin Jones, Coach Jones.
Yeah. But before that, I think we heard about him too, because like it was a different head coach. He had stepped down and went to New Canaan.
Yep.
And then
Well, he was at Minnesota. He was at Minnesota. He did a little.
Jones, Jones was at Minnesota, and then he was on his way there, and then we kind of heard that he was like no nonsense, like he was gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
And he got dudes ready for college.
And he definitely got us prepared.
I was definitely shook a little bit, just knowing, because I'm a year after you guys, so I've seen what he's done because I was always around. Then I remember freshman going into sophomore year, moving up to varsity, they're giving out numbers. So number 5 was open because the senior had graduated, DeNaples, I forgot his first name.
Matt.
So
Chris.
I think Matt was my
Yeah,
one.
so Chris
Naples.
So 5 was open, so I go to his office and he's like, all right, I'm gonna give you 38. I went like this. He said, what? I said, I know I'm a sophomore. He's like, yo, speak up. I was like, I know I'm a sophomore, but I was wondering if I could have 5. He looked, he was like, lucky I like you. And I had 5 as a sophomore, but I was shook. I wasn't gonna ask
none
for
of
it.
us claimed it. None of us claimed it.
I mean, I would have outworked y'all and took that.
Not even possible. You had asthma.
None of us claimed it. I think because
He wanted 4. He got 4.
So
I got my 4.
The way the tradition was at Stamford High was like, if you were an upperclassman, you got to choose your number first.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, if you were that guy, you got to choose your number first. So
As a
I remember.
sophomore,
So
that guy.
CP went 2, Rail went 3.
No.
No.
Rail went 6.
Rail went 6. He was
Who was
right.
number 3? Oh, Jesse Scalise.
Jesse Scalise went 3.
Hold on, Rail wasn't there. My sophomore year, Rail didn't play football.
Yeah,
he
no,
came
he
back.
didn't, yeah.
He came back.
He took a year off.
Wait,
then-
so it was Kenny. No. Kenny was 6.
Kenny
Kenny
was
was
6.
6.
That's what it is.
No, who?
3 was Scalise.
Yeah, 3 was Scalise.
Was it Scalise?
Yeah.
3 was
4.
3 was Scalise, and then 4 was you. And then
No
I think
5.
no 5 or somebody else was probably just like not picking 5. Then 6 was
Kenny. You
and
7.
then 7 was me. 8 was Dwight, and
Yep.
then
9, Fritz.
9 was
Fritz.
Fritz. And then
And so
so like
on.
the single numbers, and then number 1, no one ever won.
Nobody got.
wore
But I got
number
a story
1.
about number 1.
So like it was like it was
Yeah.
there. It
didn't
was
know
there
about
for
that.
the choosing. So then
wouldn't
what
know
happened with
number
number 1?
So my senior year, they lost number 5. So Jones came to me and was like, Dez, lost number 5. I don't know where it's at. He was like, I'll give you 1 since we can't find it. I was like, no, I want 5.
Yeah.
So we ended up finding it, but he offered me 1.
Yeah, but
'Cause
you
I
know
was-
why?
Congratulations.
I was him.
He was
Yes,
giving
I
you,
think he
you would
felt
have gave
bad
you
for you.
fucking 75, bitch. What the fuck? You would have gave Jones, you would have gave him 75, right? 78?
Nah,
something.
he offered me 1, and I said
One-
no. And
one
he kept
was
1 in
that-
his office at
yeah,
all
because-
times.
So this was before a game.
This was before the season, before our first game.
Oh,
So
then
something
he
happened
had
with
to,
it.
Yeah, he had to
Oh,
pull
y'all trying
something.
to take away from the
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
him?
You're not him, yo.
I was him, yo.
You
was
have
that guy.
asthma. Shout out
It
to your
don't
asthma
matter.
folk out there.
Yo, it don't matter. Yo, I take a couple puffs, I'm good. Back
Boy,
in the
on
game.
legal drugs.
Hey,
That's what
for
that
real.
is.
But it was good times with
Jones
shout out to
definitely
Jones.
he set the standard in regards to coaching.
Yep.
I feel like his coaching is what is needed now.
Yeah, we got to college. There was nothing different.
There's nothing different.
Study hall was mandatory.
Your practice was you by the horn.
Structured.
He had the segments of practice was literally to a T.
Yeah,
Yep.
structure was.
So there was no
definitely built in.
BS. If you're on the sideline, you're not bullshitting on the sideline, which we've seen too many times when we go to these practices.
Especially in
kids,
high school.
I remember, you seen my head coach in college, but I remember dudes would try to come yell at me. Even the players would try to come and yell at me. And I'm like this. My man, this is
Been there,
not,
done
yeah,
that, yo.
it's not gonna phase me. Like
This is not
I
new,
already
fella.
got this when I
We
was in
had
high school.
Jones.
Been there,
4
done
years of
that.
that, yo.
And I got mom and dad on
True
me too.
fact.
I'm good. But speaking of study hall, we had
Oh my goodness.
one crazy study hall. So to paint the picture of our study hall, we would all be in 2 rooms, offense and defense.
Yep.
And Jones would be sitting in the front, just like this at a desk. So you couldn't slack off. He's sitting right there. Then in the next room is another coach.
Hawk.
It was Hawk,
Hawk,
defensive
yeah.
coordinator. Shout out to Hawk. He's the
Hawk at
D
Greenwich.
coordinator at Greenwich right now. So to paint the scene, we all in there. You know how high school dudes are. We turned up,
Reckless.
but you brought it down when it was.
But once they walked out,
This one time, Jones goes, "All right, guys, I'm heading down."
I'll see you down
No,
there.
wait, was he even at the?
I don't
at
think
the-
he was even there.
He went elsewhere. So he's like, "I'll meet you at practice when practice starts."
I think they had like a conference
Some
or
type of
something
meeting.
right before practice. So we had free time.
Oh, it was.
Who set it off?
It was Kaufman that did study hall for us that
So
day.
he did it,
Kaufman
but we
was
did
mad
it.
chill. He said, "Go, get out of here." I remember.
yeah,
No, but
he
it
let
started
us
in the
go
room.
early.
We were
Yeah,
by ourselves.
No, it started with him in there. Then he went down to
Yeah,
the
he let us
trailer.
go early. Yeah.
And he let it. He was like, "All right,
So
I'll
he
see you
left.
guys down there." And
So-
we all looked at each other like,
Yeah, we're by ourselves now.
"Time."
Who set it off? It went straight WWE.
No, I think it might have been Alex DeJarnay did something to Weimer. No,
yeah,
can't-
most likely.
it might have been. I think he just smacked Weimer, messing
most
around.
likely.
It started
And
with a
somebody
slap.
said Jabroni.
Yeah.
And then it went
And
down.
then everyone turned into a WWE star somehow.
And it was all acted out. It wasn't like we were really hitting, but we're doing
We're doing the punches.
We're doing all that. We're
Throwing
doing
dudes
the-
into lockers.
and doing full stunts. So it started from. It started in the
study
hall.
where
in the classroom.
what is it, like the 5th floor? How does it work
Well,
now
it
with
was.
the school
we were
levels?
in the portable joints because they were rebuilding.
Yes, yep.
We were
Facts.
rebuilding Stamford High.
So where the new gym is at was where the
Where the
portables
new gym
were.
is at, we started. Boom, we're doing all that. People
Yeah.
were doing commentary. Then it just went all the way to the locker room.
And then to the locker room.
And
kept going.
it just kept going. Everyone's doing punches, Stone Cold Stunner, choke slams, all of that.
And
right?
somebody brought out a table.
So a table came out of nowhere. So we like, yo, let's
Royal Rumble.
Yo, Royal Rumble through the table. So all of a sudden, I don't know why, I go, yo, I'm jumping on the table. So I took Rail, right? We fighting. He playing around with it. I threw Buddy on the table.
Hey, yo.
What?
Got him back! Yeah! That boy got his little bitch ass,
Yo,
huh?
I ain't gonna lie to you, that was wild.
It was crazy.
That was crazy. But continue your story. That was crazy.
Hold on. I'm gonna pause it.
That was crazy.
I'm gonna pause that. I told myself I'm not saying pause or anything anymore. I'm not saying it anymore. But that was crazy. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. Be strong, yo. Boss crying and shit. Damn, they got me.
Yo, that
So,
boy does.
they got your boy, yo.
You better edit yourself on this one.
You
big
can't
fella.
say nothing, yo, nowadays, yo.
You better edit yourself
I'm
on
gonna
this
make
one,
sure
big
this
fella.
don't make it. So anyways, threw Rail on the table. I climb up on the stands, and I'm pretty high. I'm about like 5-6 feet off the ground. I'm on it. I'm standing up. I'm like,
This is
yo.
like, you won't do it.
I'm like, I gotta jump through. I jumped.
And Rel said,
Rel
"Ooh,
looked. He said, "What the fuck?" He moved. I threw the table. So everybody looking like, oh shit, we broke the fucking table.
And
Like this is a random table that's
It's a
at Stamford
random
High.
table. The poor
The custodians.
the custodian, field dudes,
They
whatever
probably
they're
still
called.
looking for that table.
Yeah.
right now.
That joint in the back
We
of the
picked that
stands.
table up and dumped it over the back
The
end.
back,
where-
we got rid of it.
Oh my goodness!
Because if Jones would have saw that table, we would have been running for
yeah,
3
we would have
weeks.
still been running right now.
Man.
That joint is probably still back there
It might
right
be.
now as we speak.
Nah, it can't be. Those dudes, they clean up that field pretty damn good.
Yeah.
They
But
don't
the
mess
fact
around.
that I thought Rail was gonna stay there and I was gonna jump through that's what's crazy.
Good times, yo.
But yeah, man.
We had
What's some on-field stuff you remember, like hits and
So you know what a great on-field hit is, right? And I remember this because remember we used to have the hammer for the hardest hits,
hardest hitters, yup.
and I was the hardest hitter. Let's get that down. I had the hammer for like 4 or 5 weeks
You
straight.
got, I think he had it like
No
one
lie,
or two.
no,
You had it
lie.
like 1 or 2 weeks.
No, dead serious. I had that joint for 4 or 5 weeks straight, right?
Stop.
We get to Central, right?
dudes at 4 or 5.
Hold on, before you go. I'm gonna list them because I'm gonna cut it up. I know you had one for Danbury.
Yep.
That hit. You had one for Central.
Yep.
What
Yep.
else?
Trumbull.
What happened? Which hit with Trumbull?
New Canaan.
We gotta find those
bring the
hits.
film back.
We
We
gotta
gotta
find
bring the
those
film
hits.
back.
All right, continue.
Dudes was upset when they didn't get it. So anyway, right at Trumbull, it's raining. Right, I had just had a pick 6. Okay, so now they're driving the ball again. Right, Alex is playing safety. I'm playing corner on the other side. Right. So now I think it was like a run play or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. But I remember Alex coming down, right? Like he's about to make the hit. And I got there before him.
You talking about Central?
Central.
That was Central, yeah.
Yeah.
Came down, right? Make the hit. Boom. Alex got up. He said, That said, okay.
So I'm coming.
That said, okay. That said, all right, Alex, we turned up.
I was hyped.
The whole time I thought Alex hit him because I'm coming from.
It was me.
And I thought Ross was lying.
I don't believe you, yo.
I'm like, Ross,
I don't
you
believe
lying.
you, yo.
I'm like, that was
film
Alex.
came out. Yo, the film don't lie, dog.
Well, I came back. I came
I'll
from
give
the
you that.
backside.
Fuck that. To this day, I'll give you that.
Yo,
Fuck.
from my point of view,
Perspective?
I seen the dude go back. And then I see Alex celebrating like, yeah, I said, it gotta be Alex.
Yeah.
Raw, I couldn't really see you because you was like on the sideline.
Yeah.
But after the film, and you're gonna see
Okay.
it, the film.
Well, I did have a fuck up knee that
Oh
time,
my
so
God. Yeah,
I want.
I'm
Yo, listen, you can see it in the film. I had my knee braced
Hey,
up.
we don't care.
I
We
couldn't
don't-
run because I messed up my knee previously for scoring 4 touchdowns in the game.
Hey.
But
I tell you one thing, that dude that got hit, he probably was not the same after
Nah,
that.
never.
he got hit,
Because
boy.
you hit him initially, but he did hit him too.
Yeah,
So
so
it
he
was
got-
like
he got hit,
it was like
hit,
yo, he
hit.
got hit. He probably still talk about that hit.
That was at Central too.
Yeah,
That
that was
stadium
wicked.
actually is crazy.
I remember something that happened our first game versus Harden. I was playing corner. Remember?
You remember Harden?
I remember Harden.
That wasn't even a good. I remember that like it was yesterday. That
I
wasn't
remember
even a
like
good
it was
hit.
yesterday.
Worst place I've ever played in my
It's
life.
terrible
goodness.
field, all
Bruh,
of that.
remember our junior year?
Oh my goodness.
You probably came. That was like when Donson and them were still.
No,
there.
I didn't go. I didn't
Oh
go.
my
I
gosh.
wasn't on. I wasn't.
It was rough.
yeah.
It was
But
rough.
I'm playing corner. Alex
That
is
was our
safety to my side.
Sophomore year.
Yeah. Alex is safety to my side. I'm playing corner. So I'm playing defense. Buddy.
No, I was on
runs-
the other side.
You were on the other side? Well,
Yeah,
maybe
'cause
we
I-
were playing
'cause he-
thirds.
Yeah. I don't remember.
We
But
might
I
have been
remember
playing
coming on the
thirds.
side and you were coming from that way.
It was either quarters or thirds because it's on your highlight tape. So Buddy runs a post, right? The ball's thrown, so I open up the hips. I look at Alex. Alex looks at me. I'm like, all right, do I go and make a play on the ball or I just let Alex hit him? And it was something mutual. I looked at the dude just like this, and I was like, Alex came, pow, crack. And then I remember a dude was like, that motherfucker play for UConn. He's like, yo, he's not in high school. That motherfucker at UConn. Nah, hell nah.
What's his name? What's his name?
Hell nah.
I ain't playing for you,
funny.
big dog.
Bunch of words were said. We didn't say one word, yo.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
just from
understood.
practicing with each other and being around each other.
And then you-
chemistry.
That's
A lot of people don't understand that now. It's like you think you could like one person practice here, one person do this,
just
one
put
person
them
do
together.
that.
You
If
got
you
paper.
have that team chemistry, you will
Go a
never need to
long way.
ever speak.
Well, you look at some of these schools that are good in this area. I'm not gonna say no names,
Yeah,
but
it's
they're
chemistry.
good because from middle school or elementary school,
Elementary.
middle school, high school, they're together.
Literally the same
and they're
plays,
running
too.
the same plays. You know
Literally.
how that makes you fucking
Better.
great.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
if you step outside of here and play these other schools where talent
These other
and
folks,
work ethic is up
Yeah,
here.
it's crazy.
these other
that's only
folks is
gonna last
different.
so
And it's
far.
different now, you know.
But speaking of going other places, we went to Camp Pontiac. It's another thing Jones blessed us with going to this. It was, I don't even know exactly.
How far is that? It was maybe 2 hours, 3
Yeah,
hours.
2 hours away. It was on some like Remember the Titans type shit.
Facts.
And we
Drive us
literally
away.
drove the whole team. We had a cafeteria we stayed at. We stayed in cabins. Oh my goodness. Remember that paint shit?
Oh, man.
We're gonna talk about that
That's
later.
that's a story for sure.
But yeah, there was mad teams out there. There was probably Neuros out there. We had New York teams. We
I
had
remember like John Jay.
John
Yeah,
Jay.
John
yep.
Jay was
We
Went to
there.
schools we would never
would
be able
never
to
play them ever, but they were all doing.
Canarsie? Was
Yeah.
Canarsie there? I remember
think Canarsie was out
Canarsie
there.
was there. Canarsie
think-
baby
Yeah, I
blue.
just remember like a blue team.
Oh, Eves, he might have been out there.
Yeah.
You was scared.
Tell them about the
These
one
are
year,
shaking.
my junior year, your senior year, when we went there and we was tearing stuff up.
Oh, we was messing everybody up. It was fun. Like everyone, we had teams that we never seen before or heard about. And we were just, Jones was like, all right, we'll scrimmage you guys this
We
time.
were trying to scrimmage anybody.
We were trying to scrimmage anyone. And it was all uppers. And I remember it was like 7-on-7. It wasn't a full like scrimmage. It was just 7-on-7, these tiny fields. And I remember the first team we played, I think the dude, one of the receivers was just talking shit.
Yeah, no, he was.
Wait,
But
what
this
happened first, though? Was it
but
the
this
lineman?
is what happened. As the DB, like as the skill guys were approaching, the lineman
lineman.
had a little
Yeah,
camp.
they had their joint.
And our lineman was going
They was
off.
bodying everybody.
Pancake. So now
We
the coaches
looking.
are already looking like,
We
all right,
looking.
boom. So
oh.
now when we did our scrimmage, it was a little bit darker.
It
the
was
lights came
nighttime,
out.
lights were
The
on.
lights
When the
came
lights
out.
came on, we got hyped because obviously we play at Stamford High. Stamford High, well, they don't do it anymore, unfortunately. But the lights,
Under
the
the
lights
lights.
are big. That's a big component to just being a football player. You want to play under them lights. So we had them lights. It was like summertime, so you hear the mosquitoes, you hear the fucking grasshoppers,
Birds, yeah.
you hear all that shit at nighttime. So dudes is getting after. We sweating, we just going off.
Right.
And
I think
I
it was
remember
one
one.
thing that
I
started
forgot
off.
I think one of these dudes threw the ball and said something, and we was like,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
oh. So then from there, it might have been who the fuck. Somebody hit somebody hard, and we was like, that's the tone from now on.
It was probably me.
Somebody,
I know
somebody
I had a hit.
I had a pick.
Somebody
You
hit
did
somebody
something?
and said, we setting the tone from now on.
Black-
So literally, it was just like you know when they do that, it was like that. I was like, crash, 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 to the point where everybody just came here.
Everybody, all the team, everybody started watching.
Everyone started watching, and they're like, yo, what the? And dudes is like, yeah, we going off.
That was our last scrimmage.
That was our last scrimmage.
No one's
They put us all the way in the back to practice.
And then, remember that time? We ended practice, dude, Brendan Salvatore threw the damn ball in the woods, and I still caught it.
You went in the woods.
And I went literally 20 yards in the woods.
That's where we was.
Yo, it was on some, that was one of the scariest things I ever encountered.
Well, from my perspective, they threw a fade.
Yep, that was the end practice.
He went for it. Literally, bushes were, you know the meme where Homer backs in and he's gone? That's how he was going.
I wish that was on film because I caught the ball and I just remember catching and all of a sudden it got black.
Well, it got quiet for us. We was like, oh, he gone. So we all was stuck.
It was like a different world. I just remember seeing woods and that shit like it kept going. I got so scared. I turned the fuck around and I hauled ass out of the woods, yo.
We sat there.
Over, yo.
He was gone.
Nah, for real. It was like a different portal. He went through a portal.
It was. I can't even describe it. It was weird as hell. I just looked, and I'm somewhere else, and I'm like, oh no! I turned around and I hauled ass right out of there. Dude was like, what the fuck happened to you?
That joke was wild, yo.
I was like, yeah, I don't know, but
we gotta tell the Fritz story with the paint.
Oh my goodness! All right, so at this Camp Pontiac. This was our first year.
That was
first year there.
Yeah, that was our first year there. Yeah, so we dudes didn't prepare well, and I guess they had some nasty water.
They
so
had
we
nasty
had the
everything.
Gatorade. No, we had our own Gatorade pouches, but the water was disgusting.
Yeah.
So the Gatorade was all messed up. It tastes disgusting. But shout out to Giselle, Mom Dukes. She put like 4 of the Gatorade joints in my bag, and I completely forgot about 2. Right? So I had 2, and late night, I got thirsty, and I'm like, damn. And I'm just searching my bag. I'm like, I could have sworn I had another one.
I need something.
I'm leaving here with something.
I found the lime joint that I had, and I'm like, here we go. So I remember there was a little cubbyway between the coaches' quarters and the players. And I had mine. I was like, yo, it was like a little drug deal to dudes. I was like, in between the coaches' room and our room, I got it right behind the paint can is the Gatorade.
You had to hide your stuff.
Dude, it was on some jail shit. Dudes is like,
you had to hide your stuff,
dudes used to be thirsty.
I was like, yo, you could get some of the Gatorade, but don't drink a lot, yo, because I'm telling certain people, but not everybody. And I remember Fritz was like, yo, come on. And I said, all right, Fritz, it's behind the can, right there to the left. I remember saying it specifically, the second row. I said, second row behind the paint can. Fritz come out. He's like, oh, what is this, a sick fucking joke?
He spit out the shit. Buddy drink paint.
Yo, this shit looked like this. It was paint.
Buddy drink. It was in a Gatorade bottle.
Same Gatorade bottle, but paint inside.
He went to a different cubby.
He went to a different cubby though, but it was the exact same fucking lime. It was a lime flavored can or bottle,
and he drank
but
paint.
It had paint. This dude Fritz drank paint and came out.
Is this a fucking joke?
Sick joke, Alex. And I looked at him like, wait,
dying.
what? He's like, he's spitting out paint. I'm like, bruh.
Oh man.
I don't know what you drank, yo, but that's not.
And then you went and showed him like,
I went and showed him. He was like, I said the left. And he went all the way to the right.
Hey.
Now everyone knew where the stash was. I had to take the shit out.
Hey, that's prime example. Follow directions,
Oh
yo.
my goodness, yo.
Follow
That shit
directions.
was hilarious. He was all messed up from that. But there's way more memories we got with that, yo.
2-7. All right, we wrapping up. So, real quick, I want to talk about hazing.
Ooh.
Real quick, did you guys experience any hazing? Now, I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but we're years removed, so.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't really hazing.
But it wasn't
like
hazing.
That.
It would be deemed hazing now.
You would call it bullying, but it's more so just
you were underclassmen.
Yeah.
And you had to do certain stuff.
You gotta earn your stripes.
Like if you wasn't that guy, you had to do something. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think it was that bad. It's not a big deal,
but it's dudes. Sophomore year, we was having that little, I think sophomore practice.
Yeah, we were having a sophomore
we had a sophomore practice. I I don't know what the setup was, but varsity was on the other side, and they just put all the sophomores together. I think Jones planned this shit.
Yeah, he
probably was
definitely did.
playing.
Yeah,
he definitely planned
did.
it. But I just remember this kid named Richard or Ricardo. I just remember hearing
Ricardo.
I just remember hearing him going, "Oh no!" Boom, and I just seen him get hit.
That was Ricardo.
And Blair Smart came through and because I
said, "Oh no!"
Boom, and I see him, and I'm like 5 yards away from him, and all of a sudden I look and I see all of varsity running towards us, and I just turn and just haul ass across where the buses are. I go across the street. I start going up that hill, full pads, and I turn around. It's like Armageddon. See bodies on the floor. Dudes getting power slammed. Like,
that would have slid down.
Nah,
like,
it would've.
they got the okay to run and hit dudes that were just standing, minding their business.
Jones said, "Go ahead."
Something had happened.
I think it was freshman year. Because we had a better record.
Yeah,
we had a better record than varsity, so we was talking shit. So we was telling varsity that they suck. Like, y'all trash, so we can't wait to take your spot. So Jones heard all this and was like, go get him. Like, literally said, go get him.
That Jones.
And I remember just bodies on the floor. That was, yeah.
One more quick story. I remember.
I got a story after this, too, when you're done.
It might be the same story. You remember? I'm talking about
I'm talking about on the grass field. What's his name? I'm about to call you out.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna have to save that one for another time.
Wow.
No, it's gonna be quick.
This real quick story. This is me and Alex and I. We were doing Hell Week, and we doing burpees, up downs. Jones got us go down. So in my mind and Alex's mind, we're thinking, yo, we got to get through this. So we start talking shit, right? In our mind.
But tell them why y'all started doing burpees though.
No, well, this is this Hell Week.
This was just Hell. He was just trying to make it tough.
This is Hell Week.
It wasn't punishment. It was just like he's just trying to push.
We was doing it. He's trying to push. So we eating them joints. Like, we here. That's light. Then all of a sudden I'm like, man, that's it. And Alex like, man, this light work. Then we start singing. R. Kelly, Trapped in the Closet.
Oh, that shit got bad.
We start singing while we're doing the up downs.
Why we start singing that song of all songs?
Right.
Don't know.
It was jumping at that time.
At the time it was.
Yeah.
But
7 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Yo, so we're singing it, and Jones is like, oh, we're gonna keep going until they stop singing.
And then he decided throwing the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes.
Yeah. That's what we learned the Buckeyes.
That's when you
We're
drop
gonna show
down.
y'all a burpee, that type of burpee. That's a burpee on steroids.
Yeah, that's
not
you
for
drop
everybody.
down, you swing your body around, you gotta stand up. It's unnecessary crazy. So we kept doing it. And the more and more he kept blowing the whistle, the more and more hype we got. And it got to the point where everybody else is dying. I don't know what Ross was doing. But
I wasn't tired.
I was not tired. That adrenaline.
I thought it was
got
just
us.
funny because Jones' face was red. He was getting pissed.
He was getting
pissed.
upset.
I
And it
remember
was
this.
only because of the other dudes on the team was like, yo, shut the fuck up.
No, we just kept going.
And we kept going. And then after a while, we was like, all right, we're going to stop.
But it was not tiring.
But, hey, that just shows you.
Dudes is in shape and it's a mindset.
It's a
You can be
mindset.
tired if you want, but at the end of the day, just as long as you're having fun.
Shout out to
And that's what it was. That's what it was. We were just having fun.
That's what it was, man. But last and final story before we cut this out.
Uh-oh.
Dante Wilson,
Oh.
you my dog. But because of you, I made sure I never got trucked again. Sophomore year, we were on the grass baseball field. Jones wanted to let us
That's
get
the same spot y'all was doing the
Yep.
burpees on.
Yep, same spot. It was.
No, not probably.
It was
Jones
the same
let us play with varsity. That's when we first started getting with varsity, like really playing with them. And I went against the ones on offense, and I remember I was at safety, and I came down. Dante Wilson had like an ISO. Dante Calabrese led the way. He went to the linebacker. Dante Wilson came right up, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna tag him because he looked like he slowed down. Boy, he 2 feet away from me. He decided to lower his shoulder and keep going. And Buddy put me on my back, and he got mad. I just remember he was like, yeah, boy,
He said, do the C.
yeah, and he flexed over me on some AI shit.
Yo, chill.
I said, oh, hell no. I said, I'm gonna fuck this dude up when I get a chance, yo. And I never got that chance.
You never got him back?
I never got that chance, but
For those
from
who
then
don't
on,
know, that boy was on a different
Dante
speed.
was on
Dante was one of the best running backs that I ever had.
history.
Easily.
Yeah, that boy was on a different speed.
Like
You
he
not
was,
catch-
he was a 6 foot, ran a 4.4, 4.3,
Moving.
like 200 pounds. I feel like
He was like
190.
190, yeah.
Like, but I was at sophomore year. I was 5'11", 175, 190, maybe. But I'm like, this dude, and I always told myself, I said, never again will this dude or anybody ever get me again. And that always been stuck in my head. And ever since then, I'm like, I'm gonna be better than this motherfucker. I'm gonna try to fuck him up. When he come back, I'm gonna go after him. I'm gonna tell him to put his pads on. And I forgot about him, but because I worried about everybody else.
Now it's a learning lesson.
You set the tone, boy. Sometimes
to the point
works.
where you had to, Frank Gore had to tell you to chill out.
Shit, and that's what it went to. So after that's even perfect example. I went to the NFL. We're going against Frank Gore, and I remember Frank Gore did the same things, basically same concept. I was at linebacker, and I hit Frank Gore. And after practice, buddy came up to me. He was like, "Yo, Joseph, you can't be hitting me like that." I took that as pride because I'm like, Frank Gore telling me that?
Yeah, for
like
real.
that's a blessing.
That's big time.
I was a rookie. Like this dude's a all-time vet, all pro.
You can't afford to not do that.
First of all, I'm trying to still stay on the squad and make the team, so I'm not over here trying to just.
You can't be.
So for me, I was like, my man, you already got all that money, you already got the years, and I'm trying to develop something. But because of Don's, that's I was not getting ran the fuck over ever again.
Turned you into a monster.
I mean,
talk to me.
Except for when you played Louisville and Clemson and all them teams.
That's
another. That's the college. That's for the college.
That's it. That's a wrap. And that's a wrap, y'all.
Yeah, he had a rough stretch, boy. Temple was the worst D1 team at the time. They were playing Clemson, Louisville,
Vanderbilt,
all them teams,
Navy, you name it.
Boy, that boy was rough. That boy was like,
rough.
Yo, I don't know.
We had to learn though. First, only college football team to start 22 freshmen. We got.
He said, I don't know if football's for me.